Hi you guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification button. And also tell your friends so that we can get more people on here. Send me your gossip at Wilkie_Dana on Instagram. And you can join my Patreon at Dishing Drama Dana and also email me on there, okay? That's where the next level tea is. I'll put all the information in the description of this video so it's easy for you guys to find if you're interested. Today's video, this one in particular, is not about the Ultimate Girls Weekend, but it is about some tea about it. And this tea came from the real Andy of Beverly Hills. And him and I have been sharing some gossip together. And he had gotten an interview with Michael, the concierge, and his wife in Turks and Caicos. He was the purported concierge in the house that all the women stayed at. So in season 1 of the Ultimate Girls Trip, it opens up with Mauricio making an arrangement on this big mansion that the agency purportedly manages that, you know, all the women are going to stay at for this TV show, right? So Mauricio's like making sure everything's right, and we meet Michael the concierge. Well, it turns out that Michael the concierge is actually not the concierge of the house, and Mauricio and the agency do not manage that estate. Okay, that's all made up, it would appear. Michael the concierge says that actually he was helping his mom out by meeting with production. His mom is the head chef of the house in real life, and she asked him to interact with, I guess, whoever's producing that show for the Peacock to like almost like a location scout and meet with them and hear what they need. And he really didn't even know much about the house. He was just like improvising. Real Housewives of New York, Luann, is obviously on season 1 of the Ultimate Girls Trip, and she causes all this controversy because she's constantly flirting and like taking, you know, her clothes off in front of Michael the concierge. And he tells her early on, with all the other women, that he's married. So a lot of the fans were like, wow, this guy, first of all, Luann is like throwing herself at this man and he's married. And secondly, like he doesn't seem to not be enjoying it. So a lot of the fans wondered, you know, like, was the wife pissed? Was his wife pissed? So it comes out after Andy's interview that she was pissed actually, initially. She was like, don't talk to me for like 24 hours. She was humiliated in front of her like community, and she was worried. And then she realized like the whole world thought something was wrong. She said that, you know, she ended up getting over it, but initially she was kind of upset. She was like, everyone's going to think that we have like marital problems, and now maybe even the world. And she didn't want everyone talking about her and her husband like that. Anyway, she gets over it, and they had to sign NDAs and all this stuff with the production companies, so they probably had to be careful in how they talked about things. What other Cliff Note highlights I got out of this interview was that Kyle actually was kind of a bitch. So he was so nice. He was asked about every housewife by Andy, and he basically said really nice things about everyone except for 2 people. He said Ramona was intense, but like in a nice way. I don't know what that is, but I guess he kind of alluded to the fact that Kyle didn't interact a lot with the staff and him, and he was kind of standoffish and didn't really want to like talk or kind of joke around. That was the feeling he gave during the interview. So I was like, oh my God, has Kyle become a bitch since when I knew her? She was so not a snot when I knew her, but who knows, maybe after all these years of fame, it's caught up with her. I hope not. Anyway, so that was something he said, which I thought you guys would find interesting. The rest of the ladies he said were great. He said Cynthia was super nice to the staff. Oh, he said that their production planted seeds in their heads. Like they would run ideas by the people, and like if you were up for it, they would do it on the show. And that shot scene where Luann lays on top of him and does the shot, that was an idea either from like him, her, or production, and they agreed to it. So, oh, that's cool. Let me flick that on. It's like a light switch. Oh, hello. Anyway, so what else did he say? Oh, he said that he's dying to be famous and he's not really a concierge at all. He's just like a good looking guy who works in production in Turks and Caicos and wants to be in front of the camera more than behind it. So he was excited to be famous and he would love to do it again. And he actually helped them location scout the production, I guess, with the Real Housewives of New York before when they came to Turks and Caicos. So he had some experience with them, but it was the first time he ever went on camera. And he only was at the house to help out the mom in the production. And then they ended up liking him so much, they put him on the show like a character. And they were interviewing all the people that worked in the house to see, I guess, if they wanted to feature anyone else. And apparently they didn't. A little his mom, but nobody really else. Oh, and the wife was asked if she had ever met any of the housewives. And she said, I can't answer that question. I'm under an NDA. I don't think I'm allowed. I was like, So maybe that's coming up in the storyline. We'll see. What else? I guess that's it. So thanks, Andy, for finding Michael, the concierge, and interviewing him. These are my cliff notes to save you guys time. If you want to see the full interview, I'll put it in the description. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment on how do you feel about this show being so produced and Michael and Luann and all of that. And yeah, wow. Okay, let me just take this down for a second. Do you see this filter? Is that a work of art or what? I mean, subscribe, like, and hit that notification button. Love you guys.